Okay, so I basically felt this urge to let these thoughts come out. I was having breakfast and I had this conversation with my wife, which was very introspective and very, I guess, emotional in some sorts. We were talking about how we are currently living our lives and what we decided that is the norm in our lives at the moment. For example, I was saying that we both are very creative people. She's very creative on the actual art form, and I'm a bit different. I'm creative in the sense that I like to make things, and I like to make things in a certain way. And I have creative thoughts. I don't know how to better explain this, but I think you kind of get the point. Hello, guys. Amazing light, so I decided to record just to say hello. And the light is gone. It was here. Alright, guys, we've done it. We've completed the workout. If you ever doubt yourself, just try to do the littlest thing that can push you towards where you want to be. So, for example, for me today was the fact that it was raining outside and it was bank holiday and everyone is at home. And I thought, what is my gym day? What can I do to just get out of bed? And I just started by having. So, yeah, I was saying that I just started by getting a glass of water, getting my nutrition before coming to the gym. Actually, I didn't eat, but I like to go to the gym without having eaten, and I like the feeling of breakfast after the workout. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is that you can do it. Just push yourself a little bit more and be confident in yourself. Just get out of bed, do your thing, and achieve the best version of yourself for that particular day. The fact is not about the goal is not about being giving your 100% every day. Well, that's great if you can, but it's about being consistent. So sometimes you will achieve 100%. Some days you'll be at 80%, some days at 20. If you give your all for those days that you are at 20%, then that means that you gave your all and that's it. And it's about being consistent. So try to be your best and let's build the best version of ourselves as we can every day. All right.
All right, guys. I'm just getting out of the gym. Do not forget to put your equipment and weights where they were.
So the conversation was, well, currently, I feel that we have everything that we need, thank God. I do feel that everything in life came in place at the right time. And we did put the necessary hard work to achieve the things that we want. But I'm at the point now where I feel I am so stable and so comfortable and so complacent of my stability that I'm starting to question it. What I mean by that is, for example, I at some point in my 20s, I decided to change country and to come to the UK. I obviously had to earn my living and work two jobs in the beginning because I was very wary about money. I put a lot of hard work in that, and then I achieved my a better position after that in London. Then I moved to a different city for education, and I put my hard work in my projects and my assignment and tried my best to achieve the highest course in university. But while doing that, I was also working part-time to sustain the cost of living and being a simple student without, support from parents. And those challenges enabled me to then put down more work and find like an actual nice title job that would then allow me to pay for all the extra things. And so I've always put down the hard work and felt like things always fell into place by the grace of God. Look at what my wife cooked for me.
And sit next to the townspeople was very satisfying to me. Okay, so the are you gonna use that?
At the moment, as I was discussing with my wife, where I feel like we have everything that the average person could really dream of: a rented nice apartment, for example, being in a stable, awesome relationship with the best person, earning high salary, and overall being in a nice, peaceful environment. I thought then how all of this comfort, in a way, it's my trap, because going back to the creativity topic, I feel like all my life I have always been creative, and I feel that if I keep continuing like the standard track of, for example, the career and going from job A to job B to job C, I will never really fuel my creativity, or I will never really live by who I really am as a person. Because to be fair, while working a 9 to 5 in corporate is amazing because it gave me a lot of skills, I also feel that I'm not really doing anything for me, in the sense that I am putting down the work to make the business flourish, or I have the duty of making the corporate more successful. But that's not really something that it is in line with my creativity.
It's breakfast time, baby. Eggs. Yes.
Getting into content creation, I decided to start this journey now because I felt really inspired by it. And to me, this is in contrast with my current life or my current job, because I would want to achieve something creative. And my idea of success is to provide something really simple. For example, a thumbnail with a title and my picture on YouTube, bringing value to people. It's much more simple, broken down like that, compared to what I actually do on a day-to-day in my job, doing calculations and numbers and jumping from meeting to meeting and so on. Being a person with a mic talking in front of the camera is a much more simple structure, or a much more simple task and a creative task compared to what I do on a day-to-day for work. I was also talking about how it's important for me to make sure that I get the rails in the right place and I almost stir the train in the right direction, because now I have been a few years in my job, and again, it's been amazing. But if I keep going from job A to job B to job C, and now I'm 30, at some point I will be 35 and then 40, 45. And if I keep questioning about how my creativity will be fueled, or if I will ever live by my ambitions or my interests, and time passes, then what will I do if I'm 50 or 60 or 70 and I have never really took the courage to stir the train in the right direction? Because it's really easy for me to, or for anybody, to get complacent and stick to a job, or to the job pattern, or the typical career ladder. Another thing that I thought is, I always thought that I was never enough to start this. But what I mean by that is because I have no idea of what content creation entails or how to be creative, then I would never have a chance to start this. In the past, I had the opportunity to put these creative thoughts in place, but I have always waited for the perfect idea to come in place, or what I thought was the perfect idea and the perfect time. So I tried with digital product in the past, and then I tried with documentary type of style content and many different things. And to me, that was more like, if I try to describe it, it's more like picking the needles from the floor, like a golden needle, and be like, oh, I found a golden needle, and this now is what I will do because I have an amazing idea. But actually, I don't think that it was ever the right approach, because I've always waited for that one moment, that one idea. And in the meantime, I ideally have stick to my creativity, even if I didn't know what to do. What I should do in the future is to let my thoughts go. And for instance, this is an example. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm still creating something. I'm still creating a video. I will go and edit it. I will publish it online. Maybe no one will watch it, but I'm still letting my creative thoughts and my creative approach take place in my day to day. And so I feel that I shouldn't wait for the perfect idea and the perfect time. I should just let my thoughts flow from my brain to the outside world. And because I thought that I always had to wait for these specific ideas in time, I thought that I had a shortage of creativity, but actually this shortage is because I never put the day-to-day work or never let my creativity out every day. Because the more you do, even a simple video like that, the more thoughts come to my brain. This is at least how I work. And the more I wait, the more I don't exercise the part of my brain that is creative. So I decided that for every thought that I have, everything that I want to do, I will just at least write it down and block some time to explore it.
So we have a little situation in here. No, come here, come here. You can stay. You can stay. A little situation in here. Bread on top of tagine. Woohoo! Beef tagine. Cooked by the wonderful hands of my wife. Show your hands. The cooking hands. Look at the situation here continues. Bread from our local bread person, bread making person. Beef on bread, oily. Delicious.
Yeah?
Potato. The potato is also very good. Oh, you can see. I didn't. Okay, let's devour this.
This conversation came right after breakfast, and I was like, no, wait, I have so much to say about this and this mental state that I need to record this. But if it was me 2 years ago or a year ago, I would have been like, this conversation is great, but I have to wait for the specific moment in time where I can put it in a video which has a context. And I'm like, I will never start if that's my approach. These are just my thoughts of a 30-year-old now getting out of his 20s. I got out of my 20s last year, and what I think I would change going forward in order to take my life back in control. And that made me think, oh, should we just drop out everything? Because now we know that we are creative people. Should we just drop everything and stick to that one thing that we know we want to do for 6 months, 9 months, a year, and then see if anything comes out of it? That was one real question that I had this morning, and got out into a bigger conversation, but essentially was like, I think sometimes I should just drop everything and be like, for 1 year, let me just try this out and see if I like it, see if the public likes it or if anyone likes it, but trying to see if this is something for me and if it can potentially change my life with the help of God, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Or, in my wife's opinion, was, well, you can do that, or you can try and do this and stick it within what currently exists. So stick it with your normal job and with your normal life. Find places in your day where you can edit and record and so on. And then see in 1 year if there is any growth or anything like that. I could try and make the most beautiful content, but is there any growth out of it for me specifically? That's what I would really want to see. It's just what I've been thinking is that I have so much of what the people would want, and it feels kind of a Stockholm syndrome to be like, no, I need this and I need to get attached to my job and my salary and my nice apartment and all of this stuff. And so letting a job go, letting my apartment go, letting my life here in the UK go would feel like the opposite of that Stockholm syndrome. You left all of these things to start something that you don't know if will lead to anything. I don't know. I just wanted to record this video and see if anyone feels that way, if I'm crazy, if I'm assessing things with a clear mind. Let's see how it goes. I will keep recording. I will find spaces in my day and see if it leads to anything. Stay positive. I'll get to something. I'm on to some. Please, God, please help me out. All right. Bye.